another episode of TEVAdrive. Sorry about the noise. As you can see on my left, you see a brand new Model Y Performance. We're getting to test drive it because Tesla Sherway, we're in Sherway Gardens, has just started the test drives on the Model Y. They have one in the showroom, but it's locked up due to the new regulations. But you can book yourself for a 30-minute test drive, and that's what we're doing now. On my right, as you know, is our long-term fleet Audi E-Tron. Both of these cars are similarly priced. This Model Y Performance starts at 85 base plus all the options. This car here starts at 90,000, so very close in price. Momentarily, we're gonna jump into Model Y for a quick test drive, and then we'll talk about the differences and why we decided to go for the E-Tron versus the Model Y, and we'll give you our first impressions of the Model Y Performance. Let's jump in. Okay guys, so we have 15 minutes left of our 30-minute test drive of the Model Y Performance at Sherway Gardens. So let's take it for a spin. The interior, as you can see, is very familiar. All the controls are exactly the same as... Uh-oh. Yeah, hi there. Our test car stopped because we opened the door and we can't start it again.
Yeah, of course. Can I ask which car you're in?
The black Model Y Performance.
Okay, perfect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remote start the car. So
wonderful.
Give me 1 second here.
Thank you.
If you press on the brake now, it should turn back on.
Let me make sure. Yeah, it's in drive. Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're gonna quickly just talk about the interior of the car. It's very familiar to us. The screen, steering wheel, the controls. What's different is the higher ceiling, obviously, because it's a compact, it's a CUV or crossover. There's no separation. It's one big piece of glass on top here. It goes all the way to the back, all the way to the hatch. Other than that, it's basically the same as the Model 3. Your seating position is higher. We just shot it side by side, our E-Tron, and it's the same height position as the low position on the E-Tron. Once you put the E-Tron in the all-road high position, the E-Tron sits actually higher. So we're in drive mode, ready to go. Inside the Model Y Performance. And as we drive, give you our impressions, we're gonna tell you again why we decided not to wait for Model Y, went for the E-Tron. The first impression a moment ago was that the accelerator pedal is violent. We forgot how violent it is since we sold back our Model 3. As you know, we also drove for over a month a Model S70D. We had to kind of remind ourselves all the controls, even though we've had the Model 3 for 8 months. I kind of forgot the function of some of the controls here. In Germany, they may force Tesla to introduce the separate wiper control. As you know, the single wipe is, I have to remember how to even do it. I forgot how to do the single swipe, but that's okay. This is the Model Y Performance with 3.7 seconds to 100, and it is an amazing acceleration. That's the one thing that I miss since we went for the E-Tron. Is even our Model 3 without any upgrade. It was long-range all-wheel drive Model 3, as you remember, black one. And that one was originally 4.7 seconds, and then you had the option for about a couple of grand to buy the improvement in acceleration down to about 3.9 seconds. So the range here is just under 500. For the standard long-range all-wheel drive, it's just over 500. For this performance model, it's in the high 4s. It's still more than I-Pace or E-Tron. So longer range, faster, better acceleration. So we're entering the highway now. Yeah, I kind of missed that because in order to get anything close to that in the Audi, you have to use the overboost function. So if you remember the Audi E-Tron, the standard horsepower is 350. To get to 400, you have to get past the pressure point to floor it, and you have a momentary overboost up to 400 horses. But it doesn't feel the e-Tron doesn't feel anywhere near as fast as this Model Y Performance. So obviously, if the range and performance is your goal, go for Model Y. Another reason why we went for the e-Tron, we wanted an opening sunroof after driving the Model 3 for a while. It had a fixed roof. Our i3 didn't have any sunroof. I personally love sunroofs and love to open them. Also, the sunroof, not only it opens, but it has a blind that closes. Right now, I just asked at the store, and they don't have the sunshade for the Model Y yet. So we're gonna try and follow traffic. Yeah, the response to the accelerator pedal is amazing in this Model Y Performance. Nothing comes close to it in the electric SUV category, except for the Model X Performance, of course. But you know, this is the right size for the city. It's smaller than the Model X. You still have the high riding position and an amazing performance, all-wheel drive and full electric. And an amazing range as well, like close to 500 kilometers. So the EPA estimate it's under 500, but if you drive it carefully in chill mode, I'm sure you can achieve 500 kilometers or more on this Model Y Performance. You have to consider, your choices. So the Model Y versus the I-Pace versus the e-Tron. You read the reviews, you read the owners' opinions, talk to the owners, and then decide for yourself what the important items to you are. If you're concerned about the quality of Tesla, it's improving, but you may want to wait, like many reviewers mentioned. If you want a Model Y, you may want to wait until the second year, or at least wait a few months until they resolve their early assembly issues. Once this car starts getting assembled in Germany, in Berlin Gigafactory, it's going to have a slightly different manufacturing process. They're going to have even larger portions and sections of the car being assembled, so even faster and more efficiently. And I guess this should bring down the cost of producing the car. So these are some of the things that you will consider. Of course, every time you consider Tesla versus any other car, you will also need to consider the supercharging network. Again, no other network even comes close in terms of the number of supercharging stations. The speed that you're enjoying is up to 240 kilowatts. Very few other cars are capable of that kind of speed. The only one really is the Taycan, using the Electrify Canada and Electrify America network, and some of their fast chargers are capable of up to 350. From what I've heard, the highest speed right now that the Taycan owners are able to achieve is about 270, so only slightly more than the Tesla's 240. What is important to understand is also the curve of the fast charging. So our e-Tron will do 150 kilowatts up to 80% state of charge. So that's way beyond what Tesla usually does. So the Tesla's fast speed, you have to be virtually empty in order to achieve the 240, and then it quickly tapers down to much slower speeds. Obviously, our Audi e-Tron doesn't have anything close to as sophisticated as Tesla Autopilot. It has steer assist and has adaptive cruise. That's another reason why people would choose a Tesla over the other electric SUVs. It's an amazing autopilot, and the FSD option, which is now 10 grand in Canada. But most people will be happy with the standard autopilot that comes with the car. We actually had to pay for it when we got the Model 3. It wasn't included, now it is. Thank you to Tesla Sherway for allowing us to test drive this Model Y. Perhaps there's still a very big possibility that we're gonna go with the Model Y Performance in the future when the lease is up on one of our other electric cars. This one starts at 90. Tesla does not negotiate, Audi does. So you can get them at exactly the same price. Let's tell you briefly as to why we went with the e-Tron. I mean, performance-wise, software-wise, autopilot-wise, supercharger-wise, technology in the Tesla is amazing, and performance and range. However, we wanted to try another electric SUV. In fact, we've never owned an Audi, so we wanted to try an Audi, and of course, the e-tron being an electric SUV, we wanted to try that too, just for a change. So the fact that Tesla repurchased the Model 3 from us gave us an opportunity to try a different brand. But as we mentioned, there's a good chance that we may come back to Tesla, be it Model Y Performance, be it Cybertruck, maybe a Tesla Roadster, why not? So, and there's many other Tesla models coming in the future. But there's so many other electric cars that will be coming to the market very soon. Life is too short to try all of them, but we will try and keep doing reviews of all those electric cars and plug-in hybrids as well for you. As you know, we're not against plug-in hybrids here at TEVA, so we'll keep bringing you these reviews. And please, we encourage you to test drive the Tesla, whether it's at Tesla Shareway or any other Tesla store in the GTA. Go and test drive it and make up your own mind in terms of which car you'd like to go for. And that's the best way. If you're far away, obviously, you're gonna watch these types of videos to try and form an opinion. But the best thing is, before you decide, especially that it's an online world, everybody is ordering cars online, it's definitely worth for you to come in and test drive the car. Test drive this Tesla Model Y, test drive the other cars that you're comparing it with, like the I-Pace, like the e-tron, soon also EQC and Volkswagen ID.4, and then make a decision. We definitely encourage you to do that. So thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, please leave us comments, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. We need to get and we would love to get to the 1,000 subscribers on our channel. So if you do enjoy our videos, please do not forget to click that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.